wanted to take some time to walk you through our strategy for how we run ads at Egeocava Marketing. My name is Denise Nunley. I'm the owner, and I wanted to just share with you a little bit about why we're unique in what we do. We're really built for video marketing and really building your brand alongside generating leads and really conversations. So, our goal in all of this is really for you to be able to not only just have leads, but also be talking to those leads and to be resonating with those leads when it comes to your when it comes to your brand and who you are, and whether it be a team or whether it be you individually as a realtor. So let's go through phase one and what that looks like. In months 1 and 2, we'll be working on branding, who you are, and really look at and building leads by using a cold audience. So if we look at the videos and where we're going to go with this, now don't be overwhelmed. At some point, as we work together, we would be working towards kind of having an evergreen content. And in this evergreen content, what we would do is we would say, maybe this would be buyers, and we have a series of videos that we know perform well based on our key performance indicators. And we basically kind of funnel them through from awareness to engagement, then ultimately to conversion and becoming a lead in your database, which hopefully then also means they become a client at some point. So the idea is we build a why video, then a how video, then a what video, which is really kind of the offer. So let's go through what that looks like. The why videos are really all about attraction and awareness. So these are times when you really want to try to tell a memorable story, something that's going to resonate with your audience. There is kind of a formula for this, and I'm going to attribute this to Dennis Yu because he is the one that really came up with this part of the formula in the funnel that you saw in the last piece. But it's very much in line with everything that I do within Zillow Killer as well. So we talk about when I was and talk about some kind of emotion, drama, challenge that was faced. And then because of that, I believe that would be kind of the next 15 seconds. And you can notice in the very last 5 seconds is where you're really going to introduce yourself, like I am, and whoever you are, and where what real estate office you're with or what broker you're with. So it's just an example here. You can read through this. But this is just an example actually of a realtor that I worked with out of Ohio. And, it was just a nice story because she really learned the real estate business from her father, who owns the brokerage. So, when we're talking about the how video, this is really the second step in the funnel and in our video funnel. And we're going to focus on really educating and engaging our audience. We really want to provide value here. And this is a place where you want to really show your expertise and knowledge within the real estate world so that people know, you know so much about this particular aspect. You want to kind of think about, as you're moving them through the story, what story are you trying to tell? Are you trying to get at buyers? Are you trying to get at veterans? Trying to get at first-time home buyers, maybe millennials, potentially healthcare workers. I mean, you can see how many different ways you can kind of play this funnel out. In this case, we're going to use a blog or an article to provide key points for things that people might want to consider when they're building a new home. So maybe our final offer is really going to be all the new home communities. And perhaps we want to make sure that people understand why you might want to need a buyer's rep when you go to visit any kind of tract homes or custom home building situations. So, and that's where you might talk about these on video. Like I said, you don't have to, you really don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can certainly borrow from what people are doing and share it via video. So the final video in the funnel is the what video. So, and this is really our call to action. So something along the lines like, I truly believe everyone deserves a chance to build a new home and get the opportunity to choose really all those fun elements such as flooring and paint and appliances that are part of building a home really from the ground up. I have a great resource guide for those of you who want to buy a new construction home. If you want the guide, just please comment new home below, or you can click learn more and I'll send you the guide shortly. And then you can say, I'm Denise Nunley with eXp Realty, and I love to help buyers get into the house of their dreams. something along those lines. So the wet video can be really a little bit more salesy, if that makes sense. The first two videos really should not be. They should be not pitching anything. They should not be saying how wonderful you are. They really should be more of a storytelling and value providing kinds of videos. So how this works, we'll take those video views, we'll run an ad to them, and then we'll have a cold traffic targeted ad that will work alongside of it. And I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. Those will go to a lead form or messenger, depending on what we decide. And sometimes we'll test and use both and see what performs best. They then get directed to a thank you page where we ask them to click on, learn more there, and the chatbot will deliver their guide. So you can see this is a fairly similar ad of things that you might see. A homes list under 225,000. When they click learn more, that's one way. This would go to a lead ad, or we can use video and ask them to download their homes list within Messenger. And so either way, if they do a lead ad, it would look something like this. We usually like to, let me move that back in just a minute. Usually like to ask another question on here. Sometimes what I ask is, are they working with a buyer's agent? Another question commonly that is asked is, do they already have a pre-qualification letter, especially if we're working with buyers, right? So this is just so that because this information is filled in automatically, it just puts a little bit of, stickiness to it so that they aren't just clicking next and you're not getting some of the like looky-loo people that, in general, it just helps kind of make our leads a little bit better. And then what will happen is they'll get delivered in Messenger, and you can see like here, we're going to ask them some questions. Are you currently renting or do you own? When they're taken to the homes list, we're going to ask them, great, we want to, usually what we do is we'll say, can we customize your list? And then let's ask several questions to customize the list. This just gives us a lot more information about this buyer going in. And so what we recommend, I'll go back to this really quick. This is just so you can kind of see that. But this is the chatbot, and we can customize this to your voice, to how you sound. We'll definitely give you options so that you're able to edit any piece of this that you want to. We recommend that the ad spend, the part that you spend just for running the ads, be $300 to $500 per campaign. And usually we keep that within the client responsibility because that's your card. It's tied to your information on that side of things, which in this case really is $10 to $17 per day. So that's how much you're going to spend in ad. How we'll spend that ad spend is something along these lines. About 70% of it will go to lead generation. In that first month or two, when we don't really have retargeting options yet because we haven't built enough data, we won't use the 20% retargeting. I like to put that 20% towards branding, and we run ads to those video view ads are what we're going to consider our branding in that sense. In phase 2, and this is months 3 to 4, we're going to start doing some retargeting using the data from the video view ads that we ran. And so you'll see it looks something like this. I'm going to move me over here, maybe. And it doesn't want to move. So let me move me there. How about that? So you'll see we do an intro video. There's our why video. We show that to a core audience. And from that core audience of everybody, we can then create a custom audience of people that have viewed the video for 10 seconds or more. It can be more, but at least 10 seconds. Then what we do is the why or the how video that you're going to shoot, which is really providing the value. We're going to show the how video to this audience of people who have watched your first video for 10 seconds or longer. And then what we do is then we build another custom audience of 25% people that have viewed your second video for 25% of the time or more. And we deliver a lead ad. This is our what or the offer, some kind of guide, some kind of, really piece of value that you have to offer within your community. And so you can see their warmer leads are coming through because if they've watched you twice, maybe even 3 times, they're going to be much more likely to actually give their information out. And so what we'd like to do then is send them into Messenger to deliver the guide. And from there, we engage them and try to set appointments for you. So on your calendar. As you look through this, just kind of a reminder of how this all looks and some results, right? This is basically happening since December of 2019. We have, this was running out of San Antonio, and we started out, we have 76 leads already. And this is just to a core audience of cold people. And this is ad spend of $10 per day on this one. These are a couple, this is actually just one client of mine. We have a total of 61 leads within this month. You can see this, we use an ISA team for the follow-up on this. And so the ISA team contact rate is about 33%. They're qualifying 25. And when they qualify, that just means that the lead has responded in some way, shape, or form. Then what they do is they set a phone appointment. So this can be a phone appointment or an in-person appointment. So when you see phone appointments or in-person appointments. So the contact rate is roughly 29%. The qualified rate is about 18, and the appointment rate is about 13.9. Of these, so far, we don't yet have one under contract, but it's pretty early on. It's only 30 days in. And so the expectation is that in general, Facebook leads and cold leads in general take on average of about 8 months to turn over into sales. And so because they're much longer out in their sales process. So we do have a 3-month contract just for the fact that it's going to take us that long just to get your branding and video view ads going and get that data built up. Once we get that, we can start doing some retargeting, and it's really, that's where the gold kind of comes in, is in the retargeting side of things. In addition, we'll ask for your current database so that we can also send some of these videos out to your current database and re-engage some of those people that are already in there as well. Another couple of campaigns, you can see these were really just 7 days, 3 campaigns, and the lead costs. I would say majority of lead costs are hovering around the $4 to $6 range these days, typically, and we can get them a little lower as we retarget. I currently have a campaign that we're doing a retargeting campaign on, and our leads are down around like $2 or $3 per lead. So to have me manage your campaign, I want to talk through just what that includes. We'll do all of your market research. We'll help you with your video scripts and guiding you through your goals and what that's going to look like for your particular real estate business, and who you want to focus on, what's going to be that kind of customer avatar that resonates most with you. We'll design and build all the campaigns in your Facebook Business Manager. So depending on how many videos you get, I like to have 3 videos. We would run 3 video view campaigns, and then we would have 2 lead generation campaigns going, 1 from the videos, 1 from a cold audience. We'll work on the audience research. We'll work on creating your lead capture and Zapier integration so that you get these leads coming into your CRM and get the drip going on them. Or if you don't have a CRM, we can certainly set it up for Google Sheets, and then you can certainly add in there when you follow up with the leads and where the lead is in the process. Just a caution, what we find is that it takes about 18 touches on a lead, and touches really are just anything that can be email, call, a voicemail drop, a text, a video text message. But, in general, it takes about 18 touches on a lead to really get them to respond, which is a lot, especially when you start thinking about generating 50 or 60 leads per month. So, it's a really good idea to either have somebody help you with your follow-up, or to really, make sure that you are doing everything possible to re-engage those leads, even if, after 60 days, they say, hey, we're 6 months out, re-engage them after 60 days and just put them on a seven-day drip campaign, re-engagement campaign. That's one of the things that we can do. And so I can certainly help set up some of that stuff. Those are kind of add-on features that we'll do, is build out the campaigns within your CRM as well. But you'll get SMS lead notifications, and the chatbot flow. Again, that's included in our fee. And typically, I charge anywhere from $250 to $500 on a per chatbot based on how complex it is. You'll get basic follow-up email and text sequences through a CRM that I have. If you want them built in your CRM, that would be additional charges. We'll have weekly meetings. I like to touch base weekly in that first month, even if it is, us going back and forth on text, or if we have Zoom meetings, and we'll set those up and just make sure that we're having good communication going forward. Any additional software and services will be included, so you won't have to buy anything additional. And then we'll optimize your campaign. We'll keep testing and retesting until we get to a winning campaign. In this case, your lead follow-up is your responsibility. We do have options should you not want to do all the follow-up on your own. We do have some options. So let me talk through that. These are some additional services that we offer. We have lead follow-up with an ISA team out of Seattle. They do $7 a lead. They put about 27 touches per year on each of those leads. If you want to add listing ads into it, so each time you have a listing, those are additionally $25 each. We'll put them up typically on Marketplace and on your Facebook business page and your personal page. If you want video captioning so that, you have your videos actually have words associated with them so that when people are on silent, they can still either hear the words. We offer that service at $1 a minute based on how long the video is. If you need video editing, I have resources for that. Depending on what your resources are, we'll have to talk about that piece, and the same thing for social media management. We can certainly offer some of that as well if that's something that you're interested in. We just need to kind of talk. But basically, in a nutshell, most of what is included in here are these pieces. If we choose to do more than one campaign, each campaign thereafter would be $250 a month additional. So if you chose to do a buyer's campaign and a new home campaign, those would be the additional campaign would be another $250 a month. So bonus. So if you decide that instead of 3 months, you could sign a 6-month contract, because we require a 3-month contract just because it takes that long to build data. But if you decided you wanted to sign a 6-month contract, what we do is we throw in 6 listing ads, so 1 per month, that's included at with your package at no additional cost. So that's $150 of value just for committing to another 3 months beyond what we require. So it's basically it for our pricing and kind of our structure. Certainly, if you have any questions, you need to let me know. And then please make sure that you book a time so that we can do a follow-up call on this. The link should have been included in the email that came with this link as well. So thank you so much. Have a good day.